Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. So today's topic is string manipulations in C. So in this topic, I am going to deliver a session on string library functions. So learning outcome is, at the end of this session, students will be able to design and develop C programs using string library functions. Introduction. So what is need of this particular string library functions? Okay. So often we need to manipulate strings according to the need of a problem. So what is meaning of manipulation? Suppose I want to calculate the length of the string. Okay, I want to calculate the length of the string. That is the one kind of manipulation. Next thing is, suppose I want to concat two strings. Like one string is my first name, second string is my surname. I want to concat first name and surname both. Okay, so these two are just examples of the meaning of manipulating strings. So what is meaning of manipulating strings? That I want to do some task on string. Okay, so most of time we cannot do all these tasks by using a programming concepts, and it will create a complexity and it will create a programming large. So for this purpose, C supports a large number of string handling functions in the standard library string.h. The name of the library is string.h. Next thing, first functions getS and putS. So getS and putS are the functions used to work with string. The use of getS and putS is similar to printf and scanf to take the string input from user and display it respectively. Okay, and both these functions are defined in stdio.h header file. So first function is getS. The name is the name of string. So you can write any name here. Function to read string from user. So getS is used to take the string input from the user. PutS will be used to display the string. So if you compare, getS is similar to the scanf, putS is similar to the printf. Next function, standard function, is strlen. So strlen function, it is used to calculate the length of the string. Okay, it will take first an argument as a string and returns its length. Okay, next thing, what it is going to return? The return value is of type unsigned integer type. So this particular will return an integer value, and it is defined in the file, header file string.h. Next is example for string length. For example, we have declared one string called as a, and we are storing program string in this particular character array. So it will calculate the length of this particular a. So observe that we are passing strlen of a. So we will get an integer number. It will denote the length of this particular program word. Next function is strcopy. The function name is strcpy. The strcpy function copies the string pointed by source to the destination. So whenever it will copy the string, it will consider also the null character. strcopy function also returns the copied string. strcopy function also returns the copied string. strcopy function is defined in string.h header file. When you use strcopy function, the size of the destination string should be large enough to store the copied string. Otherwise, it may result in undefined behavior. So this will be an important point to understand, that whenever we will do a copy, the destination strings must be large enough to hold the copied string. Otherwise, it will give an error. Example for str copy. Character str1 of 20 is equal to C programming is a one string. Okay. So, and we are declaring another empty string str2 of 20. In this case, the first one is the destination, str2 is my destination, str1 is my source. So I am copying the string from source to destination. Okay. So this will be the use of the function, second library function strcpy, that is copy. Next function is compare, strcompare, strcmp. The function name is strcmp. It will stands for string compare. The strcmp compares two strings character by character. If the strings are equal, the function returns 0. The function takes two parameters. Example for strcompare. Observe that we have two strings str1, str2, and we have result is equal to strcompare str1, str2. We are using here a standard library function called as strcompare. So observe that if we compare these two strings, compare function will compare the strings character by character. If we compare these characters, in the str1 C is in a small case, in str2 C is in a if we compare both C's are different. So here strings 1 and string 2 are not equal. Hence the result is a non-zero integer. In this case both the strings are not equal, so the result is non-zero integer. Second example for strcompare. Okay, so here again both the strings are equal, ABCD and ABCD. So str1, str2 string compare will return a 0. The meaning output of this particular concept or program is it will return a value 0. So both strings are equal. Next function is strcat. It is defined in the file string.h header file. strcat function takes two arguments. The first is destination string and second is source string. Str concatenation function concatenates the destination string and the source string, and the result is stored in the destination string. So it will take the two parameters. First is destination string, second is source string, and it will concatenate the destination string and the source string, and the result of this concatenation is stored in the destination string. So example for strcat. Character str1 of 100 is equal to this is, str2 is equal to abc.com. strcat str1 str2 will do what? It will concatenate and the output will be this is abc.com. Concat str1 and str2 and the result is stored in str1. In this case the result is stored in str1. So this is about the function strcat. References are, you can use the book H1 Kanetkar Let Us See and Programming in ANSI C. Thank you.